continuing where I left off. "Here you are, my man," said the captain, raising his head. "You had better sit down." "You ain't a-going to let me inside, Captain," complained Long John. "It's a main cold morning, to be sure, sir, to sit outside upon the sand." "Why, Silver," said the captain, "if you have pleased to be an honest man, you might have been sitting in your galley. It's your own doing. You're either my ship's cook, and then you were treated handsome, or Captain Silver, a common mutineer and pirate, and then you can go hang." Well, Captain," returned the sea cook, sitting down as he was bidden on the sand, "you'll have to give me a hand up again, that's all. A sweet pretty place you have of it here. Ah, there's Jim. The top of the morning to you, Jim. Doctor, here's my service. Why, there you all are together like a happy family, in a manner of speaking. If you have anything to say, my man, better say it," said the captain. "Right you were, Captain Smollett," replied Silver. "Duty is duty, to be sure. Well, now, you look here. That was a good lay of yours last night. I don't deny it was a good lay. Some of you pretty handy with a handspike end, and I'll not deny neither but what some of my people was shook. Maybe all was shook. Maybe I was shook myself. Maybe that's why I'm here for terms. But you marked me, Captain, and it won't do twice, by thunder. We'll have to do sentry go and ease off a point or so on the rum. Maybe you think we were all a sheet in the wind's eyes, but I'll tell you I was sober. I was onny dog tired, and if I'd awoke a second sooner, I'd a-caught you at the act. I would. He wasn't dead when I got round to him, not he." "Well," says Captain Smollett, as cool as can be, "all that Silver said was a riddle to him, but you would never have guessed it from his tone. As for me, I began to have an inkling. Ben Gunn's last words came back to my mind. I began to suppose that he had paid the buccaneers a visit while they all lay drunk together round their fire, and I reckoned up with glee that we had only 14 enemies to deal with." "Well, here it is," said Silver. "We want that treasure, and we'll have it. That's our point. You would just as soon save your lives, I reckon, and that's yours. You have a chart, haven't you?" "That's as may be," replied the captain. "Oh, well, you have. I know that," returned Long John. "You needn't be so husky with a man. There ain't a particle of service in that, and you may lay to it. What I mean is, we want your chart. Now, I never meant you no harm myself." "That won't do with me, my man," interrupted the captain. "We know exactly what you meant to do, and we don't care. For now, you see, you can't do it." And the captain looked at him calmly and proceeded to fill a pipe. "If Abe Gray," Silver broke out. "Avast there!" cried Mr. Smollett. "Gray told me nothing, and I asked him nothing. And what's more, I would see you and him and this whole island blown clean out of the water into blazes first. So there's my mind for you, my man, on that." This little whiff of temper seemed to cool Silver down. He had been growing nettled before, but now he pulled himself together. "Like enough," said he, "I would set no limits to what gentlemen might consider ship shape, or might not, as the case were. And seeing as how you are about to take a pipe, Captain, I'll make so free as do likewise." And he filled a pipe and lit it up. And the two men sat silently smoking for quite a while, now looking each other in the face, now stopping their tobacco, now leaning forward to spit. It was as good as the play seemed to them. "Now," resumed Silver, "here it is. You gave us the chart to get the treasure by, and dropped shooting poor seamen and stoving of their heads in a while asleep. You do that, and we'll offer you a choice. Either you come aboard along of us, once the treasure shipped, and then I'll give you my affy-daffy, upon my word of honor, to clap you somewhere safe ashore. Or if that ain't to your fancy, some of my hands being rough and having old scores on account of hazing, then you can stay here, you can. We'll divide stores with you, man for man. And I'll give my affidavy, as before, to speak the first ship I sight, and send 'em here to pick you up. Now, that's talking. Handsomer you couldn't look to get, not you. And I hope," raising his voice, "that all hands in this here blockhouse will overhaul my words, for what is spoke to one is spoke to all." Captain Smollett rose from his seat and knocked out the ashes of his pipe in the palm of his left hand. "Is that all?" he asked. "Every last word, by thunder," answered John. "Refuse that, and you've seen the last of me but musket balls." "Very good," said the captain. "Now you'll hear me. If you'll come up one by one, unarmed, I'll engage to clap you all in irons and take you home to a fair trial in England. If you won't, my name is Alexander Smollett. I've flown my sovereign's colors, and I'll see you all to Davies Jones. You can't find the treasure. You can't sail the ship. There's not a man among you fit to sail the ship. You can't fight us, Gray. There, got away from 5 of you. Your ship's in irons, Master Silver. You're on a lee shore. And so you'll find. I stand here and tell you so. And there the last good words you'll get from me, for in the name of heaven, I'll put a bullet in your back when I meet you. Tramp, my lad, bundle out of this, please, hand over hand, and double quick." Silver's face was a picture. His eyes started in his head with wrath. He shook the fire out of his pipe. "Give me a hand," he cried. "Not I," returned the captain. "Who'll give me a hand up?" he roared. "Not a man among us move." Growling the foulest imprecations, he crawled along the sand till he got hold of the porch and could hoist himself up upon his crouch. Then he spat into the spring. "There," he cried, "that's what I think of ye. Before an hour's out, I'll stove in your old blockhouse like a rum puncheon. Laugh, by thunder, laugh. Before an hour's out, ye'll laugh upon the other side. Them that die be the lucky ones." And with a dreadful oath, he stumbled off, plowed down the sand, was helped across the stockade, after 4 or 5 failures, by the man with the flag of truce, and disappeared in an instant afterwards among the trees. I'm going to leave it off like that. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please comment. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And I appreciate people who are giving comments. Thank you so much. And the likes. Thank you already. Thank you, everyone. Or if you have a bat, if you want to give a thumbs down, that's also welcome. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.